What's going on, fam? What's going on, fam? It's your boy, the Tubi Kane. And thank y'all for tuning in with me on another episode of Tubi Tuesday. Man, we got a good one for you. But before I get into that, as I always say, I pray that you have had a good day up until this point and that your day continues to be great. If you have not had a great day up until this point, I pray that from this moment forward that your day does get exponentially better ASAP, man. So like I said, man, I want to hop right into this, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. But I'm going to let the man of the hour introduce himself, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
What's up, everyone? Good evening. My name is Bobby Ashley. I am the writer director of Single Man Problems.
Okay, man. Okay, man. We finna hop right into it, brother. So, but tell the folks a little bit about yourself, man. When did you get into the writing and directing piece?
Well, to make a long story short, I started when I was 16 years old and in high school wanted to just do it. And then from there, I just, went to film school, did my first show, The Av, which led me to Single Man Problems. So,
Okay.
that's like 20 plus years. Yeah, I'm
Wow.
30 now. So I started very young, very young.
Right, right. So when did you knew that this was something that you wanted to do? Like it just went happen. Like this is something that you were passionate about and saw you doing it long term.
Since I was 12 years old, I knew that I wanted to become a storyteller. I didn't know you know, how I was going to go about it, growing up in Brooklyn, because there weren't that many other brothers or sisters doing what I'm doing. But it was just a drive in me. It was my calling in life to do this. And I watched so many, you know, different black filmmakers, so Spike Lee, John Singleton, Tyler Perry doing it. And I said, well, if they can do it, I can do it as well. So that's what really motivated me.
Right, right, right. All right, brother. So let's hop right into it, man. Single man problems, volume one,
hmm
man.
hmm
And where did that idea, what I'm saying, and concept come from with that movie?
Well, originally, a lot of people don't know this. This was originally a web series. It was originally shot as a web series. We shot the first half in 2017, and then we shot the second half in 2019, and then we went through a 4-year licensing deal with a platform called Here TV, and then after the beginning of this year, that deal was up, and I said, let me cut all the episodes, start from scratch with what we already have, cut all the episodes into a movie format, hire a different color guy, a different dialogue sound mixer, worked a lot in the post production to bring to rebirth the project. So
Right.
this project right here, again, is six in that what 2017 to 2023. So it's been a minute. We watch it grew legs, and now it's just growing even more, especially after that viral TikTok clip that people are still using the sound to this day that took over social media. Mind you, we shot that scene in 2019. We had no idea that 2023 that was going to be the top quote unquote meme on TikTok. We had no idea. I just
Right.
was just promoting the movie, and then miraculously my phone started to blow up crazy. So you just never know. You gotta keep working.
Hey, that's true. That's true. That's true, man. Now, the main character in the movie, Ronnie, right?
hmm A
Give
hot
us a little
mess.
man. Hey, give us a little background on Ronnie.
So Rodney Jerome Maxwell, that's right. I love to name all my characters, give them a middle name. Yeah, he black. Rodney Jerome Maxwell is a black queer man from Brooklyn, New York. He is just trying to figure his life out like everyone else. I feel like that's the relatable trait to him. He has that relatable trait to him. And throughout volume one, we see such a surface level of him trying
Right.
to figure things out, You know, does he make mistakes? Yes, but he's 25 years old. So when I was 25, when other people was 25, we make a lot of mistakes. So he's just living and learning, and he has so much growing to do. And I cannot wait for you all to see where we go with this character, volume 2, volume 3. And you know, it's gonna be a journey. So that's Ronnie. He is a self-conscious young man trying to figure his life out one day at a time, just like everyone else.
Right, right. And to me, the only thing not just about him figuring that stuff out, he doesn't really have his own space to like just breathe and kind of like,
Nope.
go through it because he has a roommate, right?
Yep.
And this is Emmanuel. Tell us about Emmanuel and his girlfriend.
Melinda. Emmanuel and Melinda. Well, both of those characters are mostly based on a good friend of mine. It was at the time him and his girlfriend, and you know, just seeing their relationship. And I'm like, you guys, you know, it's like a Martin and Gina type of relationship y'all got going on. And so I was heavily inspired by those two, and I created Emmanuel and Melinda. You know, Emmanuel is a straightforward, suited type of guy. Got his life together. He played by the books. You know, he's the type of person that follow his parents, especially his father's rule of you get a good job, you get good benefits, have a 401k, have your girlfriend, wife, family, boom, your life is perfect. But we also see little, you know, cracks in his relationship with Melinda. And Melinda comes from a family where, you know, she is trying not to mirror a lot of things that she saw. So that's why the head bump, those two bump heads a little bit. But again, this is just so surface level because when we get into volume 2, we're going to dive deep into the family aspect. So we just give you all the surface level. So yeah.
Right. Because even like on it, and they had a great relationship, you know, because even this when Ronnie seemed like, you know, saying he needs all advice, he needs the help, and he's getting it from him. Now you got Manuel who's coming to him, asking him, you know, saying about something so briefly, you know, saying without giving out too much, like what was he coming to him about right here on this scene right here?
He was coming to his friend for comfort. He was coming to his friend for some answers because he was having second thoughts of a situation. I'm not gonna say the situation, but he's having second thoughts. And just like all of us, you know, we have that one friend who we confide in and we try to, you know, pour our all into it. Say, hey, brother, this is what I'm going through. Hey, sister, this is what I'm going through. Hey, friend, you know, I don't know if should I go this way, should I go this way? I'm being, you know, indecisive with what I want to do. So in that moment, he's being very indecisive. And we see how that plays out in such a funny way. It's so crazy, but that still shot back up because it brought me back to the time when we were filming that exact scene. And we filmed that scene. Jesus Christ, when did we film that scene? We filmed that scene because again, we filmed this in 2017, so there was no COVID or nothing in existence during that time. So we filmed that. I believe that was the second night we filmed because we shot the first half in 3 days. And we shot the second half in 3 days. So in total, it's a 6-day production. So yeah, we film very quick. We filmed, but we prep for like 2 to 3 months. We prep a lot because when we get in there, we're ready to go. You know, I know what I want. We know what we want. We don't got time to be wasting takes and do all that because we're independent production. Our budget ain't that but so much. So we have to get in, do what we need to do, get out, get the best we can, and have enough coverage. So when it comes to anything, we good. So yeah.
Now, fam, to the people out there that's listening, may watch this later. When you hear 6 days on a movie, you may think like, that might be, especially with the stigma that Tubi carries. But I vouch for it myself. You couldn't, like, that's what when you say 6 days, I'm like, you can't tell, you know what I'm saying? This is like actually something that the quality you would actually see in a movie theater. You know what I'm saying? So I, you know what I'm saying, tip my hat, you know what I'm saying? like if you'd have told me 6 days, brother, I would have like, yeah, okay, he just trying to put on to make it. But man, y'all, hey,
Yeah.
y'all did excellent, man.
Thank you.
For six
Thank you.
days,
We worked
wow,
hard.
brother.
Yeah, 12, 14. Yeah, but but this is the part people don't know. They don't know the process of what
Right,
comes into this. Now, granted, I can't speak on all other Tubi, directors and what they do, because that's their business. But what we do over
right,
here is that's our goal. We want to make sure we bring quality. Because I come from the school of, like I said, the Spike Lee, the John Singleton, Martin Scorsese, the Ava DuVernay, Gina Prince Bythewood. I come from the school of black creatives who bring quality to the table. Even Issa Rae. So that's my school, and I graduated from Brooklyn College. I went to film school. I got a bachelor's degree. So
right.
I understand when it comes down to, listen, we only got 1 to 2 days, or hell, even 1 to 2 hours to film the scene. We gotta figure something out, because is that Brooklyn College training,
Right.
that really grounded my skills, and I know what I want, and we all know what we want when we walk in the room. So again, I always tell people, give my team 2 to 3 months to prep. You give us this amount to film, give us 2 to 3 months to edit. There's the project.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up, brother, man. But y'all did an amazing job
Thank
in
you.
that time frame. So getting back to Single Man Problems Volume 1.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about how they for a minute they were leaning on each other,
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie and Manuel, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then it came to where, like I said, you gotta pay attention to the movie, because it's a part that doesn't seem like it will make a difference.
That made a
But
difference.
then it does make a huge difference
The
to
turning
where
point.
Ronnie is now kicked out, like
Yes.
kicked him out, over something that he did just to try to prove a point.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he forgot to unprove the point, or he forgot to undo, what I'm saying, what he did. So that leads him to pretty much couch hop into some friends and stuff like that. But he eventually bumps into this guy right here. So who's this guy to Ronnie right here?
Blast from the past. This is Mr. Curtis Ortiz, and that is Ronnie's ex-boyfriend, who he was madly in love with at the time. Again, this is very surface level, so we're going to get deep as the volumes continue.
Right.
But Mr. Curtis has moved on to a certain someone, a woman. Her name is Lauren, and that's when the story gets messier. And I remember writing this, and the cast story, they were like, "Oh, we going there?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're going there." Again, keeping everything surface level, because so many people had questions when they watched Volume 1. They're like,
Right.
"Wait a minute, but how they met, and what's going on here?" And blah, blah, blah. It said so many holes. I said, "Well." I was very intentional with making sure those holes were there, because again, this is just Volume 1.
Right.
We got quite. Oh, we going deep. Got to give it the surface, and then we got to get down to get down. With Volume 2 and 3 and 4 and so forth, because that's going to show the growth in the character's arc. So yeah, that's who Curtis is. Mm-hmm.
Right, because I didn't expect him, you know what I'm saying, to have a book, because when they reconnect or whatever, I'm like, okay, I guess they're gonna just pick up where they left off. But then lo and behold, we're gonna skip around a little bit, and this is a part to where, and don't want to get too much into it. I want the people to watch it. So this is a part to where they're beefing basically over Ronnie. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's getting upset because she's feeling a certain kind of way.
She getting upset.
And it's like he's in the, not Ronnie, but Kurt is in the middle, because he's trying to protect Ronnie, and he's still trying to save face with his girl. And it's like he's stuck because he's not being
honest,
forthcoming, as you can say. So give us a little bit about this scene right here, as much as you can.
Well, I will say I love this shot because I was very intentional. And this is when the directing, I go really, I fan out when I look at some of the frames, because it really, this picture it's like it's a writing on the wall. Ronnie's in the foreground, those two in the background, but Ronnie is like, it's like you can tell he's he's interrupting what's going on. Like, he's caught in the middle. If you look at this frame,
Right.
so I was very intentional with making sure Ronnie is slided to the right hand side, but he's out of focus. But we see those two in focus, and we see these two button heads. But clearly, you think he's out of focus, but he's technically in focus because he's the reason why behind the argument. So I really go in depth with my shots.
Right.
But going back to that scene, the nugget of that scene, we call it the midpoint. So that was the midpoint in the film now, and everything that was built up is lashed out. Lauren has had enough. Curtis trying to see which way to go.
Right.
Ronnie's like, be straight up, because at this point she knows. And it's like it was very intense shooting that scene. Actually, we really like. I was intentional with making sure I told Lauren, listen, you want answers, get them. Curtis, you don't want these answers to get out. Ronnie, this is a slippery slope. Tread lightly. So those were my notes to them, and they took it and they ran with it. And
because I was like, I wonder, can I say this? That'll give it, because he heard them arguing.
Oh yeah, he was, and which that wasn't like, scripted, by the way. That wasn't that part wasn't scripted.
They were just going off of, oh wow.
I was like, because on set, because originally in the script is Lauren Curtis supposed to come from the kitchen. No, Lauren Curtis goes to the door, and then she turns around, she look at Ronnie, and that's when boom, it happened. I'm like, that ain't gonna work. And so that's when we was on set. I said, well, how about y'all start an argument, go back and forth. So I'm like, let's ad-lib an argument. Ronnie, you go sneak, go to hear what they're saying, be nosy, airdrop, and go see what's happening. And then that's when that whole scene,
right.
So I kind of feel like it was more organic that way. Yeah.
Because when she asked, you know what I'm saying, the question that she asked, I was like, and Ronnie looking at Curtis like, is you going, you know what I'm saying? Like
the reaction shots.
You know what I'm saying?
Shots. Yeah, my favorite.
What? And he doesn't, you know what I'm saying, say anything. She was like, well, if y'all, whatever, y'all, might as well, whatever the case may be. Yeah. So from that moment, it goes from the confrontation to now, it goes, you know what I'm saying, and we go skim by because we don't want to get too much. It goes from that, but I really want to discuss this part right here because she had like that checkmate face. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, so dive into this a little bit. This scene right here.
I had so much fun directing this. And not only because the TV reflection the reflection of the TV is in their face so effortlessly in this moment.
Right.
Because it definitely shows, the blue, and we all say blue equates to dark, darkness in film. So
gotcha.
I was very intentional with that. But this scene right here, listen, Lauren got the last laugh as she thought she did. I'm gonna say that. Lauren got the last laugh, and Ronnie was fed up, and he's like, "Wow, what's going on?" But this scene caused a lot of controversy online.
Oh, really?
The Neighborhood Talk posted this scene, and it was a popular blog, and the caption. In social media, you gotta put a catchy caption to get people talking. So the caption was like, girlfriend, boyfriend, boom. And when I tell you, the comments were like, what? Oh my God, blah, blah, she's crazy. But you have some people in the comments who are like, well, this happens. Well, blah, blah, blah. I know someone who up the street who blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, it's the reality of quite a few people, and we just touching on it. And because, unfortunately, conversations like this is very taboo, especially in the Black community.
True.
Still to this day, which is ridiculous. But you know, I mean, it is what it is. So, as our job as creatives is to shake the table a bit and disrupt the space, then that's what we're going to do. And we definitely did that with that scene because it started quite a long conversation that weekend. And it was like, oh wow, oh all right, well, this is what it is, and the folks are
Man,
talking.
it just like because to me it did like a full come around
Mm-hmm.
because when they had the argument, Ronnie had that feeling like what I got from him in that moment is he thought he was finna win. He
Mm-hmm.
thought that their
Mm-hmm.
relationship was over with and he was gonna step, you know what I'm saying? Because he was smiling. He like, well, I'll just go to the library. It's more quiet. He like, I know
Yeah,
y'all arguing about
all
business.
right. Just taking it all in. He just taking it all in.
He
But
taking it all in.
that was the climax. The
Yeah.
climax when she gracefully, blessed her face with her hand, palm of her hand, and that happened. That was the
Right.
climax. That was the ooh. Was the ooh? Wait a
Right.
minute. And which led to the following scene
Right.
between those two.
Because and we won't tell what exactly, saying Curtis did, but it's like not only did he like patch things up with, with Lauren, but he like took it to
A whole
like,
nother level.
a whole nother level
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
of patching up to where like Ronnie was like he wasn't hurt, he was like hurt,
Hurt.
like
He was
devastated,
hurt. He was devastated.
like he had just pulled his heart out and just
Toss
slammed
it
it.
over the
Yeah.
bridge. Yep.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was definitely one of my things, which we won't get into. Cause my different thing, like, man, did Curtis already had that plan? Was that something he was going to already do? Was that something where like, man, I I got to do something, you know what I'm saying, like out of the blue just to do it? But who has certain things just laying around with him, and stuff
Right.
like that? So I guess it was like, well, when was he going to do it? When was he going to? Did that argument, what I'm saying, push him into doing it? Was he going to do it? But
Mm-hmm.
they had that argument, what I'm saying, or
Mm-hmm.
not? He was just going to try to keep playing both sides of the fence
On the
or
fence.
whatever. Yeah. So what was the mindset of we've heard the mindset of Ronnie, the mindset
Mm-hmm.
of Lauren. What was
Mm-hmm.
going on with Curtis? What I'm saying, mindset doing all that was going on.
Curtis was torn between two worlds, and he felt like if he lived up into one world, then he wouldn't worry about judgment. If judgment in that world, whereas had he lived in that other world, the truth, the lie. So he
Right.
rather go with the lie that isn't full of judgment, which it is, but in his mind it isn't. Whereas the truth, which does unfortunately come with judgment from society,
Right.
society standards, especially in the Black community. So that was his tussle, and he chose this. But I will tell you this, and you all this again. This is just volume one.
Right. Right.
This
So
is
I'm
just
gonna
volume
ask you.
one.
I'm gonna ask you one more question before we get into what you were just talking about. So while we initially mentioned about Ronnie just trying to figure out life,
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure all them things out, like he was basically while trying to figure it out, he was like messing other situations, other
Mm-hmm.
relationships,
Yep,
what I'm saying,
he
up
was.
and like
He was a hot mess.
it was kind of like he wasn't he wasn't remorseful for it or he wasn't was it that he just wasn't remorseful or was it he just had so much going on where it was just hitting them one after another.
He had so much going on, and and also he was running from his mother because mother was calling him a lot
Right.
and see what's going on. And we opened the movie with the thematic question, which is what is true love without unpacking your past trauma? That brother has a lot of
A
unpacking to
lot.
do and is deflecting in so many situations that he unfortunately get himself into. So as the volume progresses, we're going to see Ronnie really work on himself because it starts from here. It starts from
True.
here in order for you to really live fully externally. So internally,
Right.
you got to get all that mush out and clear it up. So Ronnie has a lot to clear it up to do. You know, he got clean house. And once he get into volume 2 and 3 and 4 and so on, we're going to see that brother progress into such a young, progressive man who gonna look back and say, "Now, why the heck I did that?"
Right. Oh man.
So that's the beauty in character art. You just want to see the character grow. You know, again, him being his mid-20s. You know, and you're gonna see him grow up. Because everyone think when you get in your 20s, I'm grown. No, you know, your 20s is just the fact that you're legal to drink, so and I'm talking, you know, and I'm talking as someone who just turned 30 this year. So I'm like, wow, okay. So this is the start of adulthood. Cool. So, yeah.
So when can we expect volume 2 to come out?
So volume 2, we're currently in the writing stages right now. Me and my writing partner, shout out to Robert McKellar, who also my co-creator and co-director of this project. He and I are in the writing stages, and when I tell you all, get ready because it's going to be a great roller coaster ride. Only thing I'm going to say is we're diving into the family. So it's going to be a lot of family because again, everything starts from home. So we're going to see our main 3, Ronnie, Emmanuel, Melinda, and then you will understand as to the why.
Good.
I always tell people, you want to get to know someone, ask them how was your upbringing.
Right. Because at the end, you know what I'm saying, with what happened between Manuel and Melinda, I'm like, and then at the end, what happened? I'm like, okay, what is she?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely waiting. You know what I'm saying for the second half of that because even we can touch on this a little bit. Right here, this dude has been pressing her hard. And let me ask you this. Like, will he have? And I guess you say apart because it was something happened to where they were supposed to interact, right? So will this part be, you know, what I'm saying, have a key role in the next volume?
You got wait till volume 2 to figure that
out. Okay. Hey, if y'all were at home, man, watch the movie, man, and y'all will see why I asked him that. Because it was something that y'all just gotta tune in.
His one-liners were like, what the heck? And mind you, those are scripted. So we had a good time creating his character, Lorenzo. That's the character name, played by Orlando Roy. And he just came in and just brought it. You know, he auditioned twice for the part, and he brought it. But yeah, but go back to your question as far as the release of Volume 2. We hope to have Volume 2 out next year. You know, we just want more people, more eyes to go and watch Volume 1. We are almost. I can say this. We're like this much away from hitting 1 million impressions on Tubi.
Wow.
So this much, you know. This much, like we're literally this much. So when I saw the numbers a few days ago, I was like, oh, so we almost there. Okay, and again, this is our first quarter, you know. So we're just, you know, growing, you know. I know some people were like, well, your clip went viral. Why aren't you blah blah? And I said, well, it did. And a lot of people, you know, took the sound. That clip on TikTok has 14.7 million views, over 10.2 recreations on TikTok, and took the internet by the storm. But I always tell people you have to understand a project like Single Man Problems coming into a world like Tubi is rare. It's very rare. So when you have something like that, it does take time for things to gradually grow. You know, because the audience is like, okay, this is something different. You know, people really don't come to Tubi to watch projects like Single Man Problems. They go to Tubi to go watch projects, you know, that's the project that people are usually talking about on Tubi. And that's all right, because that's again, every platform has a brand. So when you are branching out, and want to do something different, I'm like, okay, well, let's bring this over here and see how this is going. And the people and the folks over at Tubi truly appreciate me bringing a project like Cinematic Problems over there to the platform because, again, it's all about diversifying its audience. So once we continue to diversify the audience and get more people in, then we will continue to see different projects from different Black creators. Because I always have to remind people, Black folks, we aren't monoliths. Okay, and monolith means we aren't the same. So I want to show us in our Viney light. I want to show us in a dislike. I want to show us in a dislike because these are the experiences. If white folks can do it, we can do it as well. So that's my goal, and that's my hopes and prayers for Single Man Problems is to continue for this project to grow more legs. And as we get into volume 2, it's going to grow even bigger legs, and we're just going to continue to grow. And yeah, I just can't wait.
Man, I'm definitely, ready for volume 2 to come out because it's some things I want to see. Hey, what's what's gonna happen, man? So fam, if y'all haven't seen it, man, matter of fact, I'm gonna let it come from the horse's mouth, man. Tell them where they can view the film at, brother.
All right. So you can view the film Single Man Problems. There you go. That's the poster. Single Man Problems Volume 1 is now streaming for free and exclusively on Tubi. And I know a lot of people are like, well, Bobby, I don't got the Tubi app. Download it on your smartphone, download it on your smart TV, download it on I don't know if you can download on your computer. Just go to the website on your computer. But go ahead and stream it. Watch it more than once. Tell your friends about it. Have a watch party. Holiday season's coming up. Everyone's gonna be home. This is the perfect movie to watch it with your family. So you can sit back and be like, wow, this is good, but he's a hot mess. And he robbed so much of you. So maybe this movie may lead to some family arguments. I don't know. Just go ahead.
That was the holidays.
Right. I don't know. But go ahead and stream it. Single Man Problems Volume 1 is now streaming exclusively for free on Tubi. And Single Man Problems Volume 2 is in the making. When I tell y'all, if we get more people to watch Volume 1, we're coming even stronger and better with Volume 2.
Man, we can't wait. We can't wait, man. So outside of this, man, do you have any other upcoming projects, man, that you're working on or have in mind?
Well, I have a few movie treatments that I'm working on. Pray to God willing that I get ready to just simply, get those out next year. A few pilots that I'm writing, reworking. A lot of people have been asking, am I coming out with a third season of my first show, which is called The Av. That's on Tubi as well. Season 1, Season 2. You'll see a difference in quality because that was my first baby that I shot when I was 21. I may come out with third season. Again, everything starts with the money, y'all. I gotta pay these people. I can't be out here asking people to do stuff for free. I gotta pay these folks. And I gotta pay myself too. I gotta pay a whole production company. I'll pay a whole production team. And we shoot here in New York. So yeah, right now it's just simply writing projects, writing samples, writing, material to hopefully sell next year. And then focus primarily on building the Single Man Problems brand and bringing more projects to the Tubi platform because the work is there and I'm ready to get back to it.
Right.
That's my glasses.
Man. Well, I definitely thank you, man, Mr. Bobby Ashley, man, for taking time out of your busy schedule and sitting down with the Tubi Kane.
No problem.
I want to get you out of here with this question, man. I'm gonna later on, eventually, man, because I know how everybody's time is. I want to do like a hot seat to where I ask like the actors, actresses, writers, directors like questions just off the top, and they won't know what question I'm gonna ask until they hear it. And that way I can get y'all a true response. So I'm gonna ask you one of them questions right now, brother. So you have Single Man Problems Volume 1, 2, and you even mentioned 3. So if Tyler Perry hit your inbox right now, he said, man, I love Single Man Problems Volume 1. I want to pay for the ownership of it. He's like, but I got a part 2 and 3. Well, for part 1, 2, and 3, I will give you $5 million right now for me to have creative control over. You can't touch it. You can't lay claim to it again. You can't tweak nothing to it. No creative control, nothing like that. It is officially Tyler Perry's movie films. $5 million. Would you say yes or would you say no?
I would say
$5 million right now.
We will have a nice negotiation. Because I'll tell him, brother, I learned from you to keep ownership. Did you not tell us that?
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay.
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 Did you not tell us about buyouts?
Okay.
Did you not tell us about back end and points? Sometimes they can write the script, but you can flip it.
Okay. Okay, then. Okay, I like that answer. I like that answer. But hey, but Tyler Perry, hey, if you're listening or get a wind of it, man, on Tubi exclusively.
Exclusively
So
on
you
Tubi.
can't see it on Amazon. You can't see it
on. It can't. You can't. It's on Tubi. It's on Tubi. And Tyler, you have a few projects on there. He got a few of his movies on there on Tubi. So he does. See, he knows about the Tubi camp. So he knows. But yeah. So
All right, brother. Well, man, thank you so much, man. Like I said, man, for taking time out of your busy day. Make sure that y'all check out Single Man Problem Volume 1. Y'all gonna be Ronnie is a trip, man. Ronnie is a trip, man.
Oh, he's a mess.
But thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. And as always, this is brought to you courtesy of the 2020 Podcast LLC. Please say the LLC. Make sure you go to our YouTube page and subscribe to the channel. Sponsored by Black Renaissance Clothing Brand. You go to the website, www.shopblackrenaissance.com, and it's hoodie season. So make sure that y'all get y'all hoodie gear on, brothers and sisters. Also, www.blackboxgrooming.com. If you want to get your beard velvetized like mine, go to the website, www.blackboxgrooming.com. Also, if you're in the Mobile area or even in the Gulf Coast area, make your way down to 105 North Jackson Street, aka Canary Bar, man, and check out dope vibes, great music, great atmosphere, and as always, great drinks. Also, if you're in the market for a home to buy, sell, land, or to trade homes, trade land, whatever it is, realtor wise, holla at my girl Rollins Spencer with Keller Williams Realty, and she would definitely, man, put y'all in the right direction. And my girl K Marie with K Marie Photography. Yes, she does travel, but it will cost you, But make sure, man, if y'all need alter ego pics, graduation pics, wedding pics, black and white pictures, man, she would definitely, man, put y'all in the game with that, man. And as always, this has been an EBH Productions. Man, we'll see y'all next time, man. Until later.